The TV.
What?
That's
What's
John.
TV?
All right, John, take us in.
Take us in.
Yes, sir.
All right. Welcome everybody to another exciting episode of Big Beefin'. I am JP, and I am 1/3 of the Big Beefin' show. To my left, on my screen anyway, is the milkman that you're going to see half his head, Mr. Dread Knight, and the captain of our boat is Mr. Shane Rollins. Hello, Shane. How we doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Daniel, you get a haircut?
I see. Daniel, what? Daniel, move. Either move. I think you move that way. Bring yourself in. Can you see it, Shane?
I see him.
Well, he's like halfway, like he's too far to the left of the screen, like he's going to jump off of it.
Well, okay. But so we're gonna have when the video. Okay, well,
There you go, Daniel. There.
Should be fine either way, but we'll see.
Okay. Daniel, so apparently Daniel, yeah, we hear the beer, Daniel. We hear the beer crack.
We're getting started. Top top, boy. That's what I've been waiting for.
There, the tall boy right there. Sponsored you by Budweiser. Thank you.
Got a big old can.
Transporter of the Big Beef Show, Budweiser.
Yeah.
But,
I don't want to drink mine during the week. I only drink mine on the weekends.
Oh, we know that. We know that on Friday. For me, it's just nice cold water for the weekdays.
Well, Daniel, one of those alien guys hit me up finally. He didn't ask me anything, but he added me, so maybe he'll ask me next.
It's crazy. Okay, John, the alien group that I joined, at least like 14 likes on the comment, like, you don't want to hear anything about like aliens. Then I invited Shane. Even Shane, like, he announces himself. He's like, hey, I'm in charge of Big Beef and whatever. There were like on the post, 3 people at least said they were interested. And I was like, yeah, just go to change profile, Big Beefin'.
I think it's the same thing we run into. People want to do it, but then they get scared. Like, I don't want no one to see me, or I want no one to hear my voice, or I don't want to. What if I don't do it right? That's what we do every day. We don't. we just go with it, you know.
It's either they don't want to go on the app on Anchor, or now they don't want to go on Skype because they want to be seen. So I don't. No matter what we do.
I do see Daniel got that clean shave going on.
I had to, boy. It's
Why?
hot.
Okay.
Hot, boy. Cut it off.
I know we talk about it like every single time, but is everyone ready for the camping trip?
Yeah, I called them today, so all we got to do is when we get there, they're going to have our key and everything on an envelope, and then we just head back to the cabin.
Okay. Does it matter if we get there, all of us get there on time?
No, we get there whenever.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
It's just if one of y'all gets there before me, let me know, so that way you can get the key, and I know that you got it, so I'm not sitting there waiting.
Okay.
Because me and John might get there kind of early.
So,
well, as long as we don't get there too late, that's the main thing.
No,
you get there too late.
What time? When it's too late?
They lock the gate?
At 10, they lock the gate.
Oh, shit.
10 p.m.?
I was only kidding about that.
Yeah, at 10 p.m.
Oh, we're going to get there by that time.
Yeah.
So Eddie said he's going to join us, or he was kidding?
I don't know. I think he was just joking around. I don't know if he'll actually. I would be surprised if he actually drove out there. I mean, it's a pretty good distance from Kearns.
Man, Shane, I saw that podcast, but Eddie was just giving him a hard time.
Hey.
Especially like, he's like, did you really thought you could download the app and it was going to work like that? I was like, damn, Eddie.
He's just frustrated because, Jeffrey wanted in. He's been wanting in. And we had him on the phone. I thought it was going to work. He downloaded the app and then nothing. And it's like, what the hell are you doing, man?
Man, he was bragging on him, boy.
I think he's scared. He's like,
give the phone back to your daughter. I was like, dang.
You think I'm scared to get on, talk to y'all?
You deal with technology for your job. You got a master's degree. You should be able to figure out how to use fucking Skype. When he called me, he was asking me, well, what do you do? And I was like, well, first of all, I'm not using it through my fucking phone. I'm using it through my computer, so I don't know what the steps you have to take. So I'm just like, type in Garfonzo. How fucking hard can it be? I'm the only one. And when he typed in Garfonzo, he said it's showing like 50 different Garfonzos. I was like, that's bullshit. There's no fucking way there's that many. It's going to be like 1 or 2 at the most. and those got to be both of my profiles. There's no fucking.
Is this both of yours?
Now maybe garbanzo, like garbanzo beans, garfonzo. So, and then his name, Jeff Combs. I mean, there was literally like 250, and it's impossible to know which one's him without a picture or something. So, I don't know. I tried adding it through his phone number. That still didn't work, so he just didn't join.
Oh well, he'll get his time in the sun with Eddie.
Oh well, boy.
But Shane, did you finish up The Boys, the series?
Yep.
Oh, you did too, John, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I was thinking about where I've been telling you about, like the comic book.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't get the comic book on, there's a few sites on YouTube you can check out.
What?
You might want to check it out, Shane, before someone spoils it for you. Or you too, John.
I was going to pick up the issue, but like I said, they kind of went up in price. Yeah.
Money.
So, might try again, or I might go see if Half Price Books has any. And I want to check the library too, see if the library has it. So,
you think the library has The Boys?
I don't know. They got Akira.
Yeah, that's true.
That's violent.
Every time I think about the library, I think about Lisa Simpson being married to Ralph Wiggum, going, "Honey, let's go to the library. I want rent some videos."
There was a guy that walked in there literally just to get some videos.
That's all I think about when I think about library. I think Lisa Simpson married.
Lisa's path with Ralph Wiggum, boy.
Yeah.
That's what her future would have been.
The library wouldn't be such a bad place. There weren't so many damn bums hanging around there, man.
I was reading that L.A. Shane, they're fed up, they're pissed. They want it done right now. They're tired of it. They're tired of all the homeless people. They want action right now. They're tired of they're tired of waking up, smelling feces and urine in the morning, and going down the street seeing nothing but tents and tarps and people living in their cars. And I'm pretty sure that you saw it. I didn't get a chance to see it, and I'm pretty sure it's a sight to behold. But what are you gonna? Like I said, what are you gonna do? Run them into the woods?
When we were in traffic out there, there was a, like you have the middle of the highway, it's like the median. Okay, so there was an off ramp, coming down from the highway, and then the highway runs right here, and there's this little space in between there. Somebody had taken some palm tree leaves and made a little fucking hut and was sleeping down in that damn, made it like a little house in there, like a little cabin in between the two concrete dividers.
Home sweet home.
How do you live in exhaust and stink and fucking loud cars and you just lay there?
When you give up, Shane, when you just quit, I guess,
I think they say what started it is, people go to Hollywood because they think they're going to be famous. And so they'll get like a job somewhere, but it's too expensive. They can't keep up with things. They don't ever get any work. And then they just end up becoming bums.
Well, I remember a documentary about a gentleman. I wish I remember his name, but he went to the same gym as Arnold Schwarzenegger because he wanted to work out because remember, Arnold was just working out when he got discovered. Like, hey, this guy, bodybuilder. So this guy just works out every day waiting for someone to discover him. Now, he probably gave up by now. That was like 10 years ago. But as I remember, he just lived in his van, just worked out every day, waiting for someone to walk in there and discover him. That's all he did.
Well, Chris Pratt was living out of his van before he got discovered. So
I saw that. Yeah.
It happens, but the chances, I think they said it's like you got a better chance of winning the lottery than you do being famous. Just not going to happen. So I don't know, man. It's bad, though. It is bad. It's really bad. When we were driving down Hollywood Boulevard, this one dude was standing in the middle of the street spinning around in circles. And he almost hit us. Like, he got like this close to my rearview mirror. And I said, "Get out the road." And I said, he didn't care. Didn't hear me.
Well, what can you? Well, like I said, what can you do about the? I don't. I said San Francisco, L.A., Hollywood. You
go to the outskirts. You go like 10 or 15 miles outside the city where it's all country, and you put up a massive apartment complex and you just tell them they can move there for free.
They
Problem
waste of
solved.
money. They just ran into the ground.
Well, that's what thing you got to have some program rules. You got to have, these are the things you got to do to stay here. This is what you have to contribute.
Well, that's a problem. They don't want no rules, Shane. They want to go where they want to go. They want to be a bunch of Wolverines. They want to leave when they want to, go when they want to. They don't want no rules.
Are you saying that the Marvel superhero is the reason why we have so many bones?
Possibly. I'll go where I want to go. Yeah.
But wasn't Wolverine like that, kind of like the do-gooder? Like he was searching for a cause? Like he was out there helping people, like always getting involved in the things? Like, if there was a bully in the bar or something, he'd get involved?
Not Daniel. For real?
It's my day off, boy.
You done that one in 6 minutes.
I had to. I've been waiting.
God dang.
That's hardcore.
Not even sipping it. Just
now he's making me want one, but I fucking can't.
For real.
I can't.
I just fucking drinking my water. Damn, it makes it look so refreshing when it touches your lips. It's so crisp and.
I can tell that cold beer, man. I got a can right here in my fridge. I can walk over and get one, right? No, I better not.
Oh, Shane, I heard that movie Good Boys is funny as hell. Like the commercial.
Seth Rogen thing?
Yeah, I heard.
Good Boys.
Yeah, Good Boys. Yeah, I heard it. The commercial was kind of stupid, but I heard like watching it is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I have to check it out. I was going to watch The Lion King this weekend, but it was part of my family visit stuff, and the kid we were with got bored like 20 minutes in, and we had to leave.
Oh, that sucks.
Because if you think about it, it's live action, so you're really just kind of watching the Animal Planet, but the animals sing.
My friend Jay said that it's basically Discovery Channel. That's all it is.
So that's why kids get bored, because they're not interested in that. Like if they don't like Discovery Channel, they're not going to fucking like this new Lion King.
What do you think of the Mulan, Shane? I heard they're not going to have like the dragon. They're not going to have singing. It's going to be like off of the historical.
Well, my thing, aren't they saying they're just going to make her like she's a female warrior, like she's not trying to be a guy, she's not pretending?
I heard a few things, but I have a bad feeling it's going to be pretty bad.
The whole point she went was to her dad wouldn't go.
Yeah, I think they're going to get rid of that whole "you can't do it because you're a woman" thing. I think they're going to get rid of that.
But just think about it, Shane. If they play that song, "Be a Man,"
they're not going to play "Be a Man."
Yeah, man.
And it's gonna.
We are men. Just think about it, Shane. Like someone's getting ready to do the song. It's like we're ready for the song, and they're like, "Sorry, guys, this ain't gonna work."
You can still do that. It's a great song. It's funny. It's a great song. But why would I kill that song for? It's a good song because but let you think guys think they're superior. Then you got Mulan doing it. That's the whole point of the song. But whatever though. Whatever.
SJW
over the top. I always thought that. Ha! Ha! Mysterious as the dark side of.
That's the best part. That's the best part right there.
And then she goes out and she gets the weights around the thing and wraps around, climbs up.
She showed them all.
None of y'all can think of that, huh? None of y'all ever thought about that.
They're kind of idiots, if you remember.
Yeah, but they proved at the end they were in the trade they were good, but that guy, I guess the jurors instructor was like, "You're not ready yet," and I was like, "Man, what an asshole!"
Yeah, he wasn't fucking around. Pack up, you're through. How could I?
Yeah. He had no juice. He just threw shit at her.
But so, what do you think, Shane? Because they're going to go through a different path. You think that movie's even going to cut it? Or you think no one's not going to watch it because the songs are not there? It's not like the movie.
That's the thing. You go in. You'll have the group of people that are pumped. They're like, "Oh yeah, Mulan was a good one. Let's go watch it." And then the first people will go in and they'll be like, "Oh, this sucks." And then they'll tell everybody else, and it'll be just like The Lion King. Like nobody will want to watch it. Like, not all Disney's are hits. Like the last, I think Star Wars is on its way out. I really think Star Wars has a big problem right now.
You tell us about this, Shane. Remember, they had lineups like crazy. Like we're going to have the show, we're gonna have the movies. And after that movie came out, the second one, they had a full stop. They were like, guys, we gotta
Yeah.
look
Yeah,
at
back to the
this.
drawing board, basically.
It's like
I was
somebody.
excited too. When the first movie came out, that they were dropping. I remember that they were dropping the toys that Friday or Thursday. I can't remember what it was, at midnight. We were me, Celia, and Jay. We were out there at midnight hitting the stores up. Target, Toys R Us. Right when these toys came out and shit like that, we were out there getting them. Then a movie came out. Man, I should have returned all that shit. You know, I should have took all that shit back.
Me, Dan had to start collecting, boy. It was getting too much. There was like toys back toys like behind you, like only certain ones you want to get. If you got all of them, it would cost a lot of money. So people, it was too much.
That reminds me of like when Marvel was doing the X-Men and the Wolverine, all the crossovers, and it was like I started an issue of X-Men and Wolverine comes in. Oh, I just got back from this and this, and right there at the bottom to find out what Wolverine did, read something, whatever, issue this and that. Then later on down the comic to find out what happened to Rogue.
Oh, the
issue.
crossovers.
Like, yeah, they were all interconnected. I was like, man, forget this.
But
man.
you remember when Shane was collecting 52, and he was like knocking them out, but they reversed the 52. It's like it was getting too like out there. Shane was like, no, I can't do this anymore.
We're gonna go backwards now.
When they started counting down the other way, I was like, "Fuck this! I'm out. I can't do it again." And it wasn't really the only good part about the 52 was Black Adam. Like he had his little World War III. Mm-hmm. Aside from that, it sucked. The whole thing. It was characters you don't care about. It's like Batwoman had a big part in it, which is fine, but it's just a lot of B-listers, and it's like, why am I reading this shit?
I wonder who got excited when they did. We're gonna go backwards now. Oh my god!
Yeah,
the other way.
They were just trying to do something new by having continuous comic books keep coming out, but they were suffered in quality.
Oh yeah, but Shane, what do you think? When like the death of Superman, you think it would have been more better if he just died right there, but they had to bring him back. They lost a whole bunch of fans. They looked it up. They didn't get back the revenue they had till like years later because they played it on the customers, on the fan base.
Well, it was like that one issue. I think it's still one of the top selling of all time. But after that, yeah,
the blood soaked.
Yeah.
What was it? The
yeah,
Superman,
got the S, the red S, and came like in a plastic bag or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember when that happened. See, I mean, I didn't know like the whole story behind it, but I remember we were in third grade. We were Miss Frost's class, and like she actually pulled out the newspaper and told us about the story. Like everybody had a newspaper on their desk, and she was like, you know, it had the story about Superman and him getting killed off and how long he'd been around. And it was just like, what? Superman killed? Who killed him? And I was the only kid that knew who killed him. I was like, it's Doomsday. Doomsday killed him, that son of a bitch.
She's like, God damn it.
We're out on the playground. As soon as we got done reading that story, we get out on the playground and we're off over there by them swings and we start playing superheroes. And I'm like, I'm Doomsday. I'm going to kill everybody. Yeah.
But you ever watched that video, Shane, called The Death of Superman? That one's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, that one that, what's his name?
It has Elijah Wood in it. It had Mandy Moore. It had a lot of little cameos in it.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. Max Landis. Yeah.
Oh.
Max Landis' project. That's probably the best thing Max Landis has done.
I like he brought in like the Green Lantern stuff. He's like, you know, Green Lantern. He's doing like Lantern bullshit. And he went supposedly he went crazy. I was like, I never remember that crap.
Yeah, that's when he became Parallax.
Oh,
got the gray streak in his hair, and he came back and he had like fucking body armor and shit. Yeah. So that guy Max Landis, his dad was a famous movie producer. Like he made the Blues Brothers. That's probably
wow.
Yeah, and so Max, he just kind of, I don't know, I guess because he's around Hollywood, he gets to make movies too. But none of his movies have been any good. think he may have.
really?
Yeah, I didn't even know he was, out there till like later on. I was like, "Wait, is this guy famous?" Like, cause he looked familiar, but later on, the people were like, no, he just makes shit. You're
Yeah,
all right.
his dad's famous, but I don't know about him.
What
Let's
you
see.
think about my puppet idea?
That's Michael's idea.
What? No,
But Joe was gonna piggyback off it. Joe was like, it'd be funny, like jump brought like the puppet, but Aaron, you know how Aaron is. Aaron's like, what do we want puppets for? I said, Aaron, what are you doing? We want to make this. We want to do something, to make it look, make it fun.
Oh, he wrote the screenplay to that movie Bright. So
Really?
Oh, he did?
guess I was wrong. I guess he has done some good things.
I
Oh
like
crap!
I like a lot. Not a lot of people liked Bright, by the way, but I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was some good stuff.
He did Victor Frankenstein. Oh, he did The Stupids.
Oh, you. Oh.
I guess he's now my favorite one. I think he might have been an actor in The Stupids. Let me see.
Okay. The song that never ends.
He was an actor. Never mind.
Oh,
I'm my own grandpa.
that's good.
He just started going off after that lady asked him one question. And he's like,
My father's wife didn't have a son. He kept him on the run. And he became my grandchild, although he was my father's son. This has got to be the craziest thing I ever saw. The husband of my grandmother, I am my own grandpa.
Shane, what's crazy about the movie, it all started because he
Who's
walked
taking
on.
his trash?
Yeah, he just walked into like something that was going on. So they were like, "Sir, what you want?" And he's like, "I need a car." Like he needed a ride. He's like, "I need a vehicle." And he's like, "Well, here's your vehicle." And all the shit just started because of that. Him throwing away his trash. All that.
Who's taking my trash every week? I put it.
Man, it's a classic old school. Yeah, you have to.
It's one of those movies like it's got some good parts, but the rest of it's so bad that you really don't want to watch.
When he thought he was part tree. Oh my god, I'm part tree now.
Yeah, it's a bad movie, boy.
Yeah,
Bad movie.
it's a bad movie.
Bad movie.
But Shane, is Aaron back or?
Oh, his flight got delayed.
Oh,
I
that
thought he was
sucks
back.
right
He's been waiting at
there.
the airport for hours.
Shane.
I prematurely said, "Welcome back." He goes, "I'm not back. Pay attention." Well, your damn video cut off. So I don't know what you said, man. I just thought he was back already.
Shane, I like that time. Aaron talked about it to you the other day on a podcast a few days ago about how the person told him the bus or the flight's going to leave at this time. And Aaron's like, "It's not my fault. He told me the wrong time." I said, "So, wait a minute. If you got a flight, you should always know you have to be there early.
Yeah.
So why did you show up exactly on time?" Even I know that. It's like,
He was telling me he was taking a bus trip to Oklahoma.
yeah.
And he wanted me to go eat lunch with him, and I'm like, "Well, don't you got a trip?" And he's like, "Yeah, but it doesn't leave for this amount of time. I got here early." And I'm like, "Well, maybe you should just wait." And he's like, "No, I'm gonna get something to eat." And so he goes and gets something to eat. When he comes back, they're like, "Yeah, you just missed the bus." And he's like, "What? You said that they would wait." And his guy was like, "No, the bus driver came. He was a little early, and he took off." And that was the end of that.
Yeah, I did. He was like, because he has to blame someone. He blamed the guy that told him. I was like, you pushed the show up early.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
Oh, I would have demanded a refund, but I think they tried to tell Aaron there was like a fee. They couldn't just straight up refund him. And I was like, "Oh, what's that?"
Oh, that's the figure I got.
No, Frank Castle.
What size is that?
What is this?
Oh,
Daniel?
that's a Hot Toys?
No, that's a.
It's Hot Toys size, but I on John's birthday I found parts online, and just like the head's custom made, and by a company, and the body's like a different type of body. I just got parts online. I was like, "Hey, I got you a Frank Castle." Woo! Misco, right?
Yeah. Got a little knife there in the back.
Well, of all your Misco, Shane, which one's the best one you like?
It was one of the Batman ones. The Dark Side's pretty cool though.
Oh, they made a Dark Side?
Yeah, let me show you.
Oh yeah, the Dark Side.
Shane, you didn't pop it open yet?
I have to keep it in its tin because it's got some fragile parts, and I don't want it to break.
Oh, yeah,
Really?
yeah. Keep
So
that
they
bad boy
packed
in
it-
there.
They pack it in this foam stuff. Foam.
Is that why they're like $100 now or more?
120.
This one's for 120.
Golly.
The foam's cut out just like, wow, they took time doing that shit.
But they did their costumes are actually fabric though, right?
Look
Yep.
at that. Lights glow.
That's nice.
Looks pissed off already. Why is it the villains are always wearing like leotards and shit? You know, like all the major villains are like wearing leotards and
Like Dr. Doom.
yeah.
See, Daniel, it's got these like ceramic parts right here. You have to be careful with them because they can break. Like
That's
one of the,
oh wow.
one of the Comic Cons that it was on display, it had broken.
Oh, so you gotta be extra careful with it, then.
Don't they like double in price sometimes?
Yeah,
I sold my one of my Mezco Punishers for $550.
How much you pay for it?
80.
Look at that shit.
Hell yeah! Look at that.
It's got the Omega beams.
Why did Darkseid's Omega Beams go fucking zigzag? Why did it do that?
It's
Just
powerful, boy.
Like,
That's how it is.
you know, you think it'd be powerful enough, you need to make sure it go in a straight line. It just goes sideways like he's trying to trick somebody.
Well, they're looking for life, right? They're searching for life because he's anti-life.
What? Is that why they did that?
Well, I mean, they did it in the comic book because it just looks cool. That's why they drew it.
Dude,
Oh,
he
okay.
even did that in the animated series, John. Remember when he killed
It was sideways as shit.
what was that guy he killed?
Dan Turpin, the detective.
No, he
Yeah.
killed Bullet. Take a Bullet.
No, that was Bullock is Batman.
Oh, Bullet. Yeah. You're right.
Dan Turpin.
Yeah, I remember like
Ow.
yeah, like Batman won. I mean, no, Superman won, but Darkseid had to do something to be like, nope, I'm gonna take something away from you.
We'll talk that shit. Okay, I got you. Fat boy.
But Shane, is it like in one of the animated episodes did like Superman beat the shit out of him?
Yeah.
And
The last one, the very last episode, the very last Justice League.
and his own slaves even picked him up. Even Darkseid's like, he was like, I'm one still. They worship me. That's how it is.
Yeah. No, the very last one, Darkseid came back and Superman just beat the shit out of him. He's got his
I like
little
the cape.
That's nice.
I like the cape.
When they released him?
He came out probably about 6 or 7 months ago.
Oh shit!
What's
Yeah.
next thing they're releasing?
I think, that Punisher.
That's just the one they just released?
Yeah. The one you have, the Netflix Punisher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I didn't get him because they canceled the show. So
Yeah, they always cancel all the good
So,
shit.
so Shane, what do you think about Netflix failing? You think they're going to bounce back, or it's just Netflix might be done for?
they got some good shows. They just got to keep coming up with good shows. Like Stranger Things.
The Umbrella Academy, that's a good one. The Umbrella Academy, I liked a lot.
See, I haven't watched that one yet, but with Amazon, The Boys, that's their first, and they had The Tick. The Tick was good.
They canceled that. Didn't they cancel that already?
Yeah, but still, it ran 2 seasons.
Sucks, dog. I really like the Tick. I wanted to watch more of it, but
What,
it is
Shane?
what it is.
Yeah, but Shane, the Star Wars. When do you think start with the new stuff? When do you think if people finally just got fed up? You think it was because of the first one, or the second one that kind of put the nails in the coffin?
The Force Awakens, most people were okay, but the problem is they killed Han Solo.
That was your dramatic scene.
You go to watch it. If you know Han Solo's in that movie, you don't want to see him get killed, and you especially don't want to see him killed by his own son. Then you got another problem. You got a couple issues. So with Star Wars, you have the expanded universe, and what that means for all the listeners out there, and y'all know more about this than I do. But apparently, after that first movie, They didn't want to make another movie, but they knew that they had such a big property that they could make money off of it. So people were like, "Hey, George, let's just write some stories about what would happen after the series. What would happen next? Let's just write some stories. And we'll say it's part of the, it's part of canon, and we'll just do a series of stories." And so they wrote all these stories, and like one of Han Solo's kids was like a couple of them were like Jedis, and they were fighter pilots, and I had all this bad shit. And like Chewbacca's kid was a Jedi, and they had all these crazy fucking batshit stories. I think Vader came back for a little bit in one of them, and then J.J. Abrams comes in and he's like, "Yeah, we're not doing any of that. We're scrapping everything in the expanded universe, gone." And so right off the bat, that means Boba Fett's dead because he had only came back in the expanded universe. Anakin's gone. There's no kids with the Skywalkers. There's no Jedi Wookiees. There's no, the whole Jedi Order gone. All of it just washed away. Because Luke, in the expanded universe, Luke had rebuilt the Jedi school. Like he brought balance to the Force. And they basically just got rid of all that. And so that's your first problem right off the bat, is you got all these fans that have these expectations. I literally thought at some point Han Solo's daughter was going to show up. I was like, she's going to be here. Yeah. It's going to be her. We're going to see her. And it never happened. You just get, what's his name?
Kylo.
You just get Kylo Ren, who's a fucking dick. And, that's fine. He can be like that. But I didn't like his helmet. He looked stupid. Looked like a Vader ripoff. It's like, can't you come up with something original? And then why would you still have stormtroopers? They beat the stormtroopers. Why would they come back? It doesn't make any fucking sense. You've been at war for 60 years. Like, you won. Like, why couldn't you just win and that be the end of it? How would you let them come back? You'd think you would stop them before they built all these ships and a fucking new Death Star. Mm-hmm. And not only a Death Star that can eat a star. I mean, that's ridiculous. Why would you fucking let them get that power?
No one noticed that.
They're working. Hey, Miss Leia, they're building this shit over here. You want us to go do something? You want us to, want to call Han and Luke back up and go handle this? No, I don't. They were like Steve Rogers. No, I don't think I will. And she kind of smiled.
I like the beep on that on that part.
Well, so that's your problem, because but like the characters in the first movie looked like they were having fun. It was like, all right, yeah, they're into the roles, and it's kind of cool. And then that second movie dropped, and between that, you had the Rogue One, which was fine. I liked Rogue One. I thought it was cool.
It was really good. That's a good.
I was like,
Rogue One is a good one.
I was like, if they kill everybody in this, then I'll like it. That's the only way I'll like it, and that's what they did. So I liked it. And then they brought in those. They had footage from like the old Star Wars that they didn't use, and they redid the effects and put them into the new movie. I thought that was fucking badass. That's the coolest thing you could do. And then the next Star Wars came out, and you killed Han Solo off, which that was fucking dumb. You don't have to show Han Solo dying. He can just fly off into the sunset and you never see him again. Mm-hmm. You don't have to fucking kill him. So he's dead, whatever. But they teased that Luke's still out there. All right, great. So Luke Skywalker, he's got to be a badass, right? No. The fucker's sitting on an island drinking alien tit milk. It's as gross as fucking, he's dribbling it.
I don't know why you had to drink like
he was feverish drinking that tit milk, and it's like, that's fucking nasty. Those things are just laying on the beach, and you're milking them and drinking it.
They're just laying back, like, yeah, drink my tit, man.
And then like Yoda shows up at one point, and he starts laughing uncontrollably, and he's like, "Burn the Jedi!" And he like fucking blows up their building and shit. And it's like, that's the last record of the Jedi. And Yoda's like, "Well, did you ever read the books?" And Luke's like, "No, not really." And it's like, what the fuck? Like, you didn't read one book? You didn't even try? And he's like, no, just kind of listen to you talk. And then I just kind of figured it out. And it's like, what the hell? And then with Kylo Ren and Rey, it would have been a very interesting movie if they killed Snoke and killed all the soldiers and went off and did their own thing. That would have been cool.
Yeah, they would have stopped right there. That would have been...
Yeah, if they would have ended it right there. Snoke's dead, they fight them all, and then that's the end of the movie. You don't have any of that bullshit with Luke getting killed. So, and then the Finn and the Asian chick, could give two shits about their fucking character storylines. If they're not involved with the Skywalkers, I don't give a fuck. So don't care about them. I don't care about the pilot. He sucks. It's basically he's just learn to take orders, but only because I say you need to. It's fucking stupid. And then they kill off fucking Admiral Akbar, like one of the most beloved characters in the series, and they just fucking murdered him, like right there. It's like boom, Akbar dead. 40 years, suck my dick, and that's the fucking end of it. And you're like, what the hell, man? Fucking Akbar? And all the aliens are dead, so only humans are left in this universe. So that's boring. What else happened? The whole thing with Luke was stupid. So now you killed off Han, Luke, and the chick who played Princess Leia, she's fucking dead now. So now what the fuck are you going to do? I didn't like that she had force powers this whole time, but she just didn't fucking know it. And she Mary Poppins her way back into the damn ship. She's like opening the damn door.
I think I could have left Shane at that moment. I think I could have left. I could have gone, you know what? I could have left.
Who do they think will watch this shit? Like it doesn't make any sense. It's like you're basically taking like the prequels. That was one thing because you're talking about their origin, but the show where the characters end up, it's fucking stupid, man. Nobody wants to see that shit. I guess he went to go get another beer.
And that's where he went to go get
beer 30.
Well, the point I got was like, man, you already let him destroy half the fleet. That was all your fleet. You let that guy destroy half the fleet. All right, well, fuck it. Try to take on one ship, destroyed half your fucking fleet. I mean, destroyed your whole fleet. You had no ships left after that. One thing I don't get. So you have the Order, they're flying. You have the Rebels flying in front of them, right? So the Rebels are like barely in front of them, just barely out of range, and they're all moving forward. Okay, you're in space, so you got stuff up here, you got stuff over here, you got stuff down here. Why wouldn't you just have some ships come in from the fucking side and end the damn thing? Why would you just sit there and chase them? It doesn't make any sense.
Or the fighters, or TIE fighters.
Have them just fly around.
I'm not a rocket scientist by far, but I'm like, wait a minute, you got a bigger engine on your ship, and you can't catch the smaller engines.
Yeah, that's any damn sense. You're in space.
Can someone break that down to me? Like, how can this big 4 big ass engine ship can't catch this dual engine ship? And like, oh, the lasers, they're out of range. How are they fucking out of range? They're lasers. How are they out of range?
Shit, did you tell me like we were talking about He-Man one time? You tell us what lasers are. They should, like, when you shoot it, it should literally hit the target because they're so fast.
Yeah, and it's been said like in Star Wars, it's like ricocheting off the walls and shit, and you can block it with your. Well, He-Man like slowly blocked it. Like he moved so fast it looked like he was going slow, like just moving that sword around. Did y'all see they're doing a new He-Man cartoon?
For
for real? Oh crap!
Netflix, and Kevin Smith is going to be writing it.
Oh crap!
Oh, that happened. Hang on.
He-Man.
Yeah.
Where'd you go, John?
I think his wife called him.
Yeah, he better go answer that fucking call. Get his ass up. I ain't playing games with you, John. Get your ass up. Get in here, damn it. Off the damn podcast. Yeah, she ain't playing with him. You think he's really going to be able to go on the camping trip, boy?
John?
Yeah.
He should. What, is he second guessing it now?
No. I think he'll go.
Oh, okay.
Just fucking around. Oh, do you think he'll be on his phone the whole time?
I hope not. He better at least enjoy it.
New Adventures of He-Man.
Oh, that's nice.
The only thing about this is it's the same buck they've had since like 2006.
Oh, for real?
They've never upgraded the He-Man buck.
I remember you were telling me like the buck for the DCs were always the same. It was the thin one, the buff one, and somewhat buff one, and that's it. Yeah,
they started changing that up with their last few waves, but it's kind of like too little, too late.
Yeah, way too little, too late.
Wearing Dragon Ball Z shirts.
Yeah,
Ooh.
just saying. But sorry, Mom's coming back. So
right now?
Yeah, from the apartment. She's coming back.
Oh, that's cool.
Bringing all of her friends over. So I had to go get some stuff ready for them. Been a busy week for us.
Oh yeah.
You
But
ready?
Shane,
Oh, go ahead, Dan.
what do you think about the guest guy? So was it a guy or a girl that said, "Hey, I'm going to check out the show"?
It was a guy.
So he's going to be on for Friday, or is he kind of hesitant a
well,
little bit?
No,
I think you have to work out the details.
Okay.
we won't be here Friday.
Oh shit.
We'll be gone.
Sarah wanted to show her figure, her favorite one.
That's the best picture. That's the best one in his collection. That's his collection.
Vampire Hunter D?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
he's got that little creepy little hand.
Oh yeah, the one that talks and shit.
Yeah.
Talk shit to him.
Yeah.
How you supposed to beat off with a hand that talks to you?
Hey. No.
Get that shit away from me.
God, no. Especially
Tom and a blowjob.
for this one, it'd get in his mouth, and he'd be like, ah.
Unless it was gay and it liked it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I never got the part when Shane, you watched it, right? Vampire Hunter D.
Yeah.
I never got the part where he got cut off. Like, all right, well, let me get a snack real quick, and all right, I go back over here. Like, so I guess he decided to go get something to eat, then go help out, go attach himself and help him out. So,
Yeah, he was eating dirt. What Sarah?
yeah, I'm like, what the hell is he eating dirt for? Like, all right, well, a meal's a meal. I guess either way you cut it, But no, Shane, we won't be here Friday.
Yeah. So how are y'all wanting to do the podcast on Friday?
I guess we'll just sit in the same. We'll just sit across in the room.
Didn't you say? Didn't you say you got a camera or something like a 3D?
Well, I got a 3D camera, but I don't know how really. I think it's only a camera. Like we can record, but I don't think it's gonna broadcast.
Here's what I'll do. I'll bring my tripod, and we can just record it on my phone, and just record like as a video, and then we'll do it that way.
All right. Sounds good. But we can make that work.
Is Nico excited?
He said he was, but I mean, 13 years old, what do they get excited about,
Yeah.
He's gonna get out. He's gonna be one of those kids. Get out there. This sucks. It's hot.
Yeah.
This is my bed.
Yeah. Well, we picked the fucking hottest week of the damn year.
That's why we're bringing two ACs. That's the AC they have there, and the AC you bring.
I'm kind of concerned about that. What if I tote that AC down there, and then one of y'all or me, somebody brings a TV monitor, hook a console up to it, we got the ACs running, and then the fucking power blows. Then what the hell are we going to do? So I don't know wisdom. I don't know if those cabins can draw a lot of power. I don't know if they're hauling that much power.
Well, we'll have to work that out then. I mean, hopefully the AC they have in there is good then. Hopefully it blows pretty well.
I think it's just one of those little bitty old school window units.
Well, Dan, bring a fan, Dan.
I'll bring my fan.
I'm gonna move my bunk right beside that damn AC.
Right in front of me.
Like, guys, what are y'all bitching about? It's cool in here.
Blocking the air shade. Leave it alone.
No. We're good, guys. We're good. Instead of leaving the room open so everybody can get some of the air, I'll be right there in front of the AC.
So Shane, what did Aaron said he had to wait because he got canceled?
Bad weather.
Oh, but how long does he got to wait now?
I think they're supposed to be leaving here pretty soon.
All right. So did he sound like he had fun, or did he just was it?
You're in New York. You're there for acting, okay? Why aren't you fucking introducing yourself to produce
people?
Why aren't you looking in for other acting opportunities? Why didn't you go to an improv or an open mic, read your poetry? I don't know what the fuck he did up there. I'm glad he went to the pizza place. At least he did that. So I'm happy that he got to try the pizza, and I'm curious to see how he liked it. But I already know what he's going to say. It's all right. I was like, fuck you, man. It's the best fucking pizza I've ever had in my life. And you're going to go sit over there. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. It's too greasy. It was too crunchy. It's too thin. It's too much cheese. It's just going to be some bullshit. You know how Aaron's like perfect pizza is a Totino's pepperoni cooked on a fucking box in the microwave. And you just roll it up into a ball and you eat it. You just eat a ball of pizza. That's Aaron's fucking perfect pizza. And it's like Grimaldi's is on a whole another fucking level. It's the cheese. There's this crazy salt in the cheese, and the dough has this like saltwater taste to it. And you can't get that with any of the pizza down here. And Aaron's going to be like, it sucked. Or it was all right, but it wasn't the best. Totino's is better than that shit. I can know that's what he's going to fucking say. Because he loves some fucking Totino's. But yeah, why wouldn't you network a little bit? Why wouldn't you put your name out there? Hey, I'm an actor in this play. You know, I'm wanting to get into the business. Nothing. Didn't do any of that. Shit. When I was there, we were there on vacation, and you know, I went and lived it up. I just hope he didn't stay in that hotel the whole time. I hope he got out and kind of explored.
Like I said, I hope he did too. I hope he like I said, hang around and do, you know, like you don't know when you're gonna go back again. You know,
probably never. Well, I was telling Daniel, I was like, why didn't he network? Why didn't he meet some directors or some other playwrights or something?
He could have done something.
Some of those Broadway shows go on the road. Some of them travel. Why not hook up with one of them?
Well, hopefully he did something while he's down there, productive, meet some other actors and directors. And he said he wanted to do a stand-up poem reading. Hopefully he went and did that. I hope he didn't chicken out of that one.
I think it's going to be just like The Witch said. It's going to be a lot of show, but it's really not going to amount to anything different. I think that's all it fucking was. That's what the bones said. That's what
the magic bones.
The bones.
The willow bones.
That's what their vision said. She was back with me about the Ouija board, but she never did.
Oh, she did like in the willow, the bones. Like he shook the bones and stuff. He's like he asked Willow, what do you think it should be? He's like, the bones have spoken. I was like, you fucking lunatic.
No, he told Willow, the bones tell me nothing.
Yeah, he had to make that shit up.
Yep.
It's like you posted this side.
But somehow I figured it out at the end, right? Didn't he use the little wand or some bullshit?
I think he did. He used actually used real magic at the end, not magic tricks.
Magic from that book.
I don't like wands. I don't like wands.
Don't like them?
Harry Potter?
Yeah, I like
staffs.
Like I like a big old piece of wood, like with a fucking like a branch. I don't like a little poking little stick.
He likes big wood.
Yeah, I like the big wood.
I want the big staff. I don't want no little piece.
No, I want the long rod.
What about that one show? What was his name? Nicolas Cage was in it. The power was in the ring. You know, that's where you get your power from.
I can deal with rings. Rings are okay. One ring to rule them all. Staffs, rings, canes, poles, but a little fucking wand, Yeah, it looks stupid. Like they had that Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Like it's like a prequel to Harry Potter, I guess.
Yeah.
And it was like a grown up, and he's waving that fucking wand around. He looks ridiculous. He's like, ooh, and it's like the dumbest shit I've ever fucking seen. Like I can see a kid, having fun with a wand, but a fucking grown man going, woo. It's like, you look like a fucking idiot, right? At least with Willow, he was a little guy, so it's okay. Yeah. But yeah, wands are dumb. I don't care for wands. I don't care for wands.
Oh shit! Good time had by y'all. Good time by y'all.
Mm-hmm.
John, I think the best part John liked about Willow, there's a scene where like Willow crashes through the door. Like he crashes so fast through the door, he breaks it, and you can tell by his face that he was kind of grinning a little bit how the door broke.
Yeah, if you watch Willow when he's running back to check on his wife, if you watch that scene when he runs back to check on his wife, he pushes the door so hard it falls off the hinges. and right when he's doing it, you see him crack a smile because he knows when he did it wrong, and it was funny. So instead of redoing it, that was good enough. Let's just roll with it.
My favorite part about that movie is the fucking general with the damn bone helmet and shit.
Yeah.
It was fucking crazy, man. I remember I wanted his toys so bad when I was a kid, and I go back, I got online to look up what the toys look like. It was like a piece of shit, man. I was like,
oh yeah.
How the fuck could I have liked that? It looks like garbage.
That battle scene with him and the guy, he like pop, cracked his skull. Man, you didn't fucking know that wasn't really his face. You really thought you just cracked his face.
Hey, I mean, he was a good villain though. He was pretty good.
Actually, I got a Willow poster up here. I just remembered that.
How did he not know that wasn't his face? Like pop, got him, killed him, cracked his skull.
Why didn't they ever do another Willow? Why didn't they do a Willow too?
If I recall, something about somebody didn't want to give up the rights, or someone didn't like something about the last movie, so they never did again. Something along the same thing as anything else. It's either about money, or some person who wrote it didn't like the way they wrote it, or directed it, or some bullshit. Like I'll have to look it up. Why I'm number 2.
When you look at fantasy movies, I mean, you got Conan, you got Willow, and then you got Lord of the Rings. Not much else. I mean,
A lot of people like Legion.
yeah, Legion. I mean, that was okay, I guess. Beastmaster. You remember fucking Beastmaster?
Oh
yes,
shit!
I remember the Beast Man.
I mean, rip off, and then there's one. I think like Beastmaster 3. He goes back to L.A. and he's like in the city or something. Goes to the future. You got that fucking hawk. And you could like see. Like I don't fucking remember. I don't remember Beastmaster. I remember that scene scared me though. That one where they were torturing the guy as a kid.
Really?
Yeah, it's been a long time though. So, yeah. Other than that, I mean, there's no good fantasy movies, right?
Yeah, no, not really.
What other ones?
I mean, maybe Disney had a couple. There's some cartoons like Fire and Ice. I can't think of any. Like, I mean, Dark Crystal. I guess that one was all right.
Well, Netflix doing their own remake on it.
Yeah, I saw that one. And they're still using the Muppets, right? The Muppets.
Yep.
Muppets?
That's what I heard.
Oh, so now John wants to get on the puppet show.
Yep.
All right, so you're gonna have to, what's the premise for the puppet show? What's the plan?
For Michael or mine?
For yours.
No,
I heard Michael.
Yeah, he heard about Michael.
I'm gonna hear what the thief of Michael's plan.
Michael doesn't know yet either. No, Michael's is supposed to be for like adults only, and he wants to call it the Coming Show. I'm like, what the fuck? The Coming Show?
Did he watch that puppet movie that just came out?
I guess so.
Over
I
the
guess so.
No. He did it because him and his friend, for some reason, they would always do that. They would talk about like big noises in the break room and say "come," and they think it's fucking funny as fuck. And now I know where Marcus think it's funny to make it with puppets now.
And he bought puppets from a Christian church.
Marcus like literally didn't know these puppets are gonna be used for.
So he's about to make a raunchy Muppet video with fucking Jesus, a Jesus puppet.
Well, yeah, they were used for Jesus puppets. Yes.
Yeah, that can only end one way. Yeah, that can only end bad. Well, what was your idea, John? What'd you have? What'd you want?
Nothing. I was just gonna do Mr. Black. What I say now?
You gonna be? He was gonna play as what Eddie and Shane would call Mr. Black.
He was gonna
like Mr. Black,
the kleptomaniac sock. That's what he was. Kleptomaniac sock. And he was just gonna be stealing stuff around my room the whole time.
Are you going to be talking to him like?
Y'all gonna talk to him. Y'all gonna talk to him. I can't throw my voice.
You're just gonna have him in view of the camera, like.
Yeah, it'd be good. It'd be fun. Give it a shot. I'm gonna try it out. See what it does.
Well, what's his name?
Mr. Black.
Oh, okay. So Mr. Black is actually going to show up on the show finally.
Yeah, I'll force him to be on the show.
What's your design going to be? What are you going to do? Is it just going to be those googly eyes on a sock and then you just move? Please make it a clean sock. Don't use
Mr. Socko sock.
Yeah, don't use a fucking brown green sock. Just make it a clean sock. Well, boy, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up.
All right, take us out, Shane.
We're a little late. Thanks everybody for joining in. I still got a couple things to work on. I got to do the old episodes. I got to put a little intro explaining their garbage, and then I guess we just got to get ready for the camping trip. Mm-hmm. So Daniel at Dread Night, Jay Pizzle, keeping it Rizzle, and JP's what went on a fucking rant today.
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh, Jay Pizzle. I think I think there's some of JP in that J Pizzle in there. I think there's something good in there. I think there's decency comes out. You're like, you ain't got to be a dick to people, man. That sounds a little bit like JP. I think. But no, it was funny. We're at Big Beefin' at Big Beefin'. We'll be back tomorrow. 1 star or less, which hopefully we actually do have 1 star or less. But kind of hard to fucking do them because
we go off so much topic.
So and then yeah. So I'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right.
Have a good one, everybody.
Good night, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.